Science can't answer all of our questions. There are some questions that are not scientific. And this is well known in academia and amongst normal thinking people. The first point is that science is limited to observations. Professor Elliot Sober, for example, and many others, academics in the field of the philosophy of science and science itself, basically say that at any given time, scientists are restricted to the observations they have at hand. Now, the observation can be direct or indirect observation, fair enough, but they are restricted to the observations they have at hand. And they will never have an unlimited number of observations. They won't have an infinite number of observations. They won't have every layer of observation, right? And we've seen this in history. Before we had the microscope, we just had basically the naked eye. Then we had the microscope. Then we had the electron microscope, and so on and so forth. And we see this in cosmology, for example. We had only a limited strength. We had a normal telescope. Then we had these really powerful telescopes, and we could see more and more and more. So we may not have access to all the layers of observation, right? And we may not have observed everything we need to observe about a particular phenomenon, which is true. We're always going to be limited from that point of view. And that's why it's very important for us to understand that there is always a possibility of having a future observation that can deny previous conclusions. There can always be a future or another observation that can contradict previous conclusions, that could be at odds with our generalizations.